I've been streaming a little bit earlier than I normally would. Sorry for that, and also sorry for the wild brightness of the lights. Since it's earlier, the daylight is still out and it looks lovely. So we could use some natural light. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like. Let me know if the background ambiance is too loud, and if so, I can turn that down. But what's up, nerds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame. Welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. And if you haven't been here yet, why not? But I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. And welcome to your very own deprogramming session. First, we will have a moment of thanks, a member moment, if you will. Thank you, members. Like, genuinely, thank you. I'm so blessed. Like, you have no idea. To even think that people would even want to do the memberships or like get the free painting that comes along with some, and the wallpapers that I drew for you guys, or the freaking little pictures that I love so much. Like, love that. Amazing. And I just want to have a member moment. Thank you for that. And for those of you who are subscribers and new, you're amazing. You all do your part. Hi, Kale. Thank you for being here. Genuinely, like, we are a living organism in an ecosystem, and we are all doing our part. We are all working together. And hi there. Thank you for joining me. So good to see you. And I just really appreciate that, okay? So, I didn't speak very much on this whole Idaho 4 thing. I felt like a lot of channels just milk certain topics and they will like do that until the cows come home. And I just don't want to be one of those creators. I just don't. I just don't have it in me. And, props to them who are on the grind. Like, that's good for you, but it's just not my thing. So, yeah, let me turn that down just a teensy bit. Please hit the like. Thank you for being here. You look amazing today. I just got done with class with my student who's amazing that I got reunited with recently. Awesome. Just so awesome. It was such an amazing thing. Hi, thank you for joining me. Okay, so as you guys are still popping in, like, let's take a look at something right quick. This is one of my favorite things. So, yeah, I just got done with class. That's why I'm looking a little fresh as can be right now and not looking like a 5-day showerless bum. I love this one. So the strangest thing happened today. I bumped into somebody that I used to go to school with, and it was so weird because it was just a random, right? And I'm like in my pajamas looking like a hot mess. I just thought that was so funny. And I was like, oh, because they didn't call me Daisy. And I was like, pardon you? Like, what? Everyone calls me Daisy. Like, who is you, right? Who is you? Look at this. I love this one too. Okay, so the Idaho 4. Like I said, I don't speak on those things like other channels, just not my style. But I do want to speak on it, because of course I do. I still have like views about it. I still have thoughts about it. Look at how amazing this one is. That pop of color though, just beautiful. Man, I impress myself. Oh no, genuinely though, thanks with my student as well. This one's not done yet. Please hit the like. Thank you for joining me. The algorithm is broken. Like, YouTube admitted it. It's okay. We can say it now. Like, other creators are like, and it's like, we all know. Like, chill. Even YouTube admits it. Like, okay. Idaho 4. I think I have, again, as always, a different perspective because I've been through certain situations, right? I've been through quite a few years of my life where I was that S word, like star, if you will, followed in a way. And it was a really, really wild time of my life. Like, it was really scary because you never know where that person will be and where they'll turn up. And it's genuinely terrifying. Like, this went on for like 6 years of my life, okay? Maybe 7. But listen, it wasn't just them, it was like their family. And so due to my like experiences, I feel like, I don't know, I can relate to parts of this case, right? And I just feel for those girls because you just never know. Like, this could have been like a whole, they just saw each other at whatever the place was, the eatery, and some off comment was said, and that was that. And if you guys didn't know, the whole Idaho 4 thing is where this guy took the lives of 4 beautiful, young, amazing students, and everybody wants to paint him out to be some brilliant, intelligent man, and it's like, no, no, there's a difference. Like, there's book smart, we have to define that, right? And then there's street smart. And this dude, he's book smart, right? And definitely not street smart. Not street smart at all. Not at all. Like, obviously, they have problems functioning in normal society. If you guys saw the posts that were allegedly their posts, obviously they were going through a lot of feelings. Like, if you didn't know, this so-called suspect at this point, innocent until proven guilty, they were 14 when they wrote this post about feeling so empty and alone and that no one can relate to them. And you know what? I mean, it's crazy, but it's not uncommon for a 14-year-old to be like, woe is me. No one knows me. No one understands. Like, so this is the frustrating part, because trust me, I got 10 nieces and nephews and all of them, and I've been through a lot of teenage years with them, right? Like with these kids, and I've seen all sorts of emotions. I've seen all sorts of kids around that time, right? So we know that a 14-year-old is often more emotional, often more like self-centered, more thinking about themselves. So all of this to me is no red flag, like no red flag. And I'm sure it was hard for the parents, because how are they supposed to know, right? And please hit the like. There are genuine cases where the parents are good people and they just have a Satan spawn. It happens. I don't know whether his parents are cool or not. You know, I have no idea. But I do know that, you know, friends and everything, they said that they were super nice and like good people and such. So, sorry, I was just double checking the chat and making sure you guys are all good. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay. Yeah, so, but the part that stood out to me is the whole disassociating or being desensitized. At 14, they recognize that they feel nothing. At 14, they recognize that, you know, yes, they're going through it like other people their age, but they're dealing with something different. And this, I do believe. I'm not gonna diagnose this suspect, but I will say they're wired differently. I would strongly believe that, due to not knowing social etiquette, due to not attempting to learn social etiquette. And yeah, they could make friends, but it wasn't like they were keeping friends or, you know. So I don't know. I don't know if his parents, I feel like his parents would have known. That's just like, as a parent, for me, I feel like I would know with my king, you know. I feel like they should know about the neurological issues, and that's what it means when I say wired differently. Neurological issues, okay? So, yeah, they would have had to know that by now. And I think also this is partly to maybe in hopes that the professor he had would speak out on this topic and about them. Like, maybe that is some sick, weird thing, too. But here's the most curious thing that I don't think I've seen anybody say, and you know me, I've always got to say the things that nobody's going to say. So here I go, okay? I think, okay, I think that he wanted to get himself caught, but then get himself off. Like, and you know what I mean, right? Like, to be like, get the recognition of like, maybe this could be them, but then it's not them, right? I just have a feeling like something is sus, something's not adding up. My spidey sense has been tingling for like 3 days, and I kept saying, don't talk about this, let it go, you know, just wait it out, let's see how it turns out. And you know me, oh my goodness, I just kept writing things down, and I was like, we got to talk about it. Because, again, we all have personal experiences in our lives that help us relate to these stories and connect to these people. And what is going on with these Bryans? What is going on, Brian? Are you good, Bryans? It's just wild to me. And Dylan, there's so much talk about this roommate, Dylan. What do you guys think about that? I don't think that they should be berated, like, or attacked. I do believe that shock can last that long. I do believe that trauma is very scary, and like, for maybe someone as young as Dylan, they might go, obviously it's fight or flight mode, right? What did they, somebody else said it's like hide, run, fight or something? It's fight or flight. But okay, cool. Like, I guess hide's in there too, sure. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe they went under the blankets, like, and again, it's known as the party house, so they're accustomed to people coming and going. You just never know. But we are allowed to consider the possibilities of what are. So for those of you who are like, Daisy, you're giving Dylan too much credit, like, calm down. We're going to go into that in a minute, because I don't think that, I don't know. I got, again, that's another sus feeling right there. This whole Dylan thing, sus feeling. And this is the thing where, like, everybody's like, you don't know what you would do in that circumstance. You don't know. I've had to call 911 twice, and I did it within the first 5 minutes of the emergency. You best believe it. You best believe it. You best believe it. Okay? If I heard something like that going down in my home, no, 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 no. I don't care if I'm 5, 6, 7, 10, whatever. I'm 911. That's what you're taught. That's what you're taught. All these dang Bryans. Right. So, exactly. I need to know more about that. I need to know more about the whole thing with Dylan, because I don't want to be like, oh my goodness, maybe Dylan's involved. But, like, you just never know, because there's a point where in the affidavit, and I love how everybody says it different, affidavit, affidavit, like, yes, please, please, yes, America and the UK, beautiful, spicy memes, that should be a meme, just everybody, affidavit, anyways, listen, maybe he was saying, it's okay, I'm here to help you, to Dylan. That's why I was like, they're saying that it was supposed to be to one of the ones upstairs, or Rosanna, who was also on the second floor, I guess technically. But I think it might have been to Dylan. Like, what if the suspect, and I won't say his name because I will not give any sort of respect, not on this channel. Hell to the no. No, 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 no. Take that somewhere else. No. Disgusting. I get mad when people like name drop him. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Call him what he is. The suspect. And then hit the like. Thank you. We're not, no, no, no. We're not handling him with kids' gloves. He went for a PhD. Like, come on. So, even the way he walks, there's so many signs that this person may be suffering from a neurological disorder. Facts on facts. That's it. All I have to say. That's all. Like, I genuinely have worked with those with special needs, special abilities, superhuman powers all my life. From children to the elderly, all my life. And I promise you, there are so many signs. And if someone who went to school for art therapy and like took psych and social for like 2 or so years, like, come on. I just feel like if I could see it, others should be able to see it, maybe. No, 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 no. I'm not upset about you. I'm upset about channels. You're okay. Totally fine. Oh, I'm so sorry. That must have felt like awful. You must have thought that I was yelling at you. Not at all. I would never yell at you guys. Oh my gosh. So why have we not heard a thing from, okay. Oh yeah, like his parents and stuff. I'm curious about that. That's why I'm like, why didn't we hear more about this? And also, if he's like a victim of bullying, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. When is there a point when we have to say, you got to take responsibility? Everybody got bullied. Like, I'm not saying it's acceptable. It's not. It's not okay. Not cool. Not fresh. Not fun. Don't do it. Right? Simple as. But it happens. And we can't just be like, oh, he had like a rough childhood, when it's like those, that just feels more surface level to me, right? A lot of us had to go through that. A lot of us had to deal with bullying or adjust. You have to grow. I don't want to say it like that. You just have to be able to handle certain circumstances, because if you are so soft that you cannot like, so, hi, handsome. Stop it. You're going to get the rumors going again. Yeah, I think that, okay, so if you have a neurological disorder, if you have mental illness problems, that's not your fault, right? But again, like myself and others, like Harsh Reality keeps saying, and Cinema Shogun, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. You know, there's no pass on that. There's so many people that go through that every day, and they have to suck it up. They have to go to therapy, they work it out, or they go to the gym, they work it out, they find an outlet for that pain, that darkness inside of them. It goes somewhere. But this dude, he did not let it go anywhere. He let it fester, 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 fester. And when you know what happens when that happens, horrible, horrible things. Horrible, horrible things. Yes. And I think that men do need more understanding. Um, Men should be able to communicate when they're feeling sad or when they're feeling vulnerable, or, there's nothing wrong with that. In times where you need to be strong for yourself and your family, puff your chest out and be strong. But if you're having a vulnerable moment and you need to have a tear or two and have a cry, let's have a cry. Totally understand that. That should be more acceptable. I don't think that there should be this toxic masculinity to the point where it's men can't feel, because guess what, you do. Tough cookies. You're a human, most of you, with emotions, right? It's gonna happen. We all go through it. It's all right. So some of the old friends are saying that the parents are really cool. Please hit the like. Thank you so, so much. That the parents are genuine sweethearts. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about this case so far? And also, this is another point I have to make that I thought are really important. Right. Yes, I know that's the problem, is that young girls have been sold this lie of a fairy tale life through Disney movies and things like that, right? Where Prince Charming's gonna come sweep you off your feet. And for some people, maybe. No, I think that men should be tough, but they're also men are gonna cry. I think that's okay. But we're allowed to disagree. Just so you guys know, if you're new on my channel, don't worry. It is okay if we have a difference of opinion here. I still love you. Still appreciate you being here. It's gonna happen. Okay, so if at a young age you start doing things, right, that could cause an affliction or an addiction, right, it can get you trapped at that age. So again, yeah, book smart, but mentally inept, right? Mentally a child, mentally still lost in that hurt void, that little boy somewhere hurt in his soul. Oh yeah, I agree that for me, even if I'm gonna have a tears, unless I'm streaming and I can't help it and it happens, I take it to the other room. I'm not about to be boo-hooing in front of everybody. It's not my thing. I agree, you should show strength. Okay, so maybe he wanted to think that it was him, right? Hit the like. I'm gonna keep saying it. Thank you so much. Maybe he wanted people to think it was him, but he already had a plan to get off, right? Because he said, did you catch anyone else? Or, have you arrested anyone else? Also, I stated I might have had a different perspective because I had gone through someone following me for a good long time in my life, for years. It is terrifying. It is scary. You never know where they're going to show up. And again, as I stated, I did have to call 911 in 2 emergency service moments. And within 5 minutes, you best believe I was calling 911. It didn't matter that I was in shock, that my loved one was going through something horrible, right? It didn't matter. I was calling. Everybody reacts differently, but they're saying you don't know how you would react. Bullcrap. Yes, I do. Been there, done it. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, I just feel some channels, when they talk about this stuff, they land on their face and they fall flat on their face. That's why I don't do the whole reporting throughout, because you just never know. Certain things they might get wrong, and certain channels they sure are getting a lot of things wrong. So, as I stated, something feels sus. I don't want Dylan to be attacked or anyone to be attacked. It's not right. Read your last message. A woman wants a strong man, cry on her shoulder. Right. I do understand that. Yeah. Of course, it's a woman's natural thing to want to be protected and feel safe. I would agree. So everybody's upset with Dylan because they did not call EMS for hours, 6 hours plus. And there was more information that came out about how he's desensitized, more things he wrote. And it's all this incel stuff, I swear to goodness, if I hear one more story about a stinking incel, sweet Lord, get an internet girlfriend and shut up. When? It bothers me. Something feels sus about it. And the weight drop, that's a huge thing too. So again, don't, like I stated, don't forget, like if he started something at a really young age, that definitely could affect his brain makeup. And especially if you're already suffering from a neurological thing, which not diagnosing, but it looked like it could be. Also, I want to say I commend the channels who approach these topics with class, like Michelle Walks, love her. Um, Harsh Harsh Reality, yeah, and Cinema Shogun. Like I really do appreciate those creators. I really do. Okay, I got a little bit more. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know it's earlier, like I said, than usual, and do stay safe in your everyday life. Okay, like take it seriously. I know that I'm always saying don't be scared. We don't need to fear, but just be aware. Keep your head on a swivel. I'm an android. I don't have an age. But if I did have an age, technically, I would be 34. 34. No, I'm an alien. Just kidding. What am I? You'll never know. But I am female. A female droid. Stop it, okay? We're going to get ourselves in trouble here. So, did somebody meet this person? Did they go on a date? And also, you guys always confide in somebody. If you're going anywhere, tell somebody. Tell somebody. I don't care if you're embarrassed to go where you're going. Tell somebody. Always. There's ways now on your phone. You can send your location to your parents, to a loved one, to someone you trust. Yeah, 34. No, I'm actually 34. So, yeah. How dare you assume I'm over 35? Jesus. Rude. Always confide in someone. And also, always have an escape plan, okay? Genuinely. And this is for all people, not just women, okay? Love our women here. Women, please subscribe. We love women. We need the divine feminine and masculine to do this together, okay? So, I just think you should be prepared. That's all. This Tinder date that came out, I want to talk about that real quick and a few more things, like I said. And then I'll get you on about your day, because I'm not someone that's going to sit here and strain for 3 hours. I don't have it in me. No. Don't. You're fine. You don't have to apologize. I thought most people got a gander of like how old I am, though. I don't know. My face is deceptive. Okay. I think the Tinder date was important because it shows that the suspect is immature. She went on to say he was poking her. She would say, "Why are you poking me? Please don't." And he's like, "I didn't." And he would get really serious. And it's like, okay, that's really childish. And everybody's like, it's weird, but it's like, no, it's immature. It's like immature. This was in 2015. Dude was still old enough not to be just randomly poking people for fun in the hee-hees and the ha-has. It's weird. I appreciate those of you handling that chat. So, yeah, here's another thing. Practice saying no. Like, I get it. It's so hard. There's so many people pleasers out there in this world. But if you're uncomfortable, say no. Be assertive. Trust me. For me, even, until I had to, like, really stand up for myself, then I was like, okay, I cannot just, like, let people push. I cannot. Because then you give them an inch, they will take a mile, and no, thank you. Not going to happen. So you have to be assertive. You have to be able to say no. No means no. And if they're not going to hear it, peace. Bye. Too bad. Tough cookies. Good luck. And I wonder, is this the dude that told one of them, thank you. Awesome. You're in a really good mood today, Darcy. Like, you're the sweetest. Yeah, I wrote notes. I said that in the beginning. Amazing. You're a genius. You're boring too, by the way. If you're bored, then you're boring. Like a 5-year-old. You're boring. See, this is the problem. Oh, God. Stupidity in plain sight, like in action, y'all. This is the problem with our country. Plain stupid. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I get that it may have been traumatic, right, for Dylan. I understand that, but still, I don't know. I just feel like I've been through a couple traumatic things, and I would have wrote right away to be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. So, yeah. cops did what they do best, right? They kept things from people, they misled, and they confused the public. We love it. Honestly, it's like to be expected. I don't know why people thought that anyways. Like, the cops are giving us all they got. No, the cops aren't giving you shite, and they're not going to tell you the truth. Like, they really think that they're going to put out like factual information for the suspect to just be soaking it up to get answers from. Like, what the? Oh my God, that's the problem, right? No critical thinking. It's just like toe the line, chain to the rhythm. Just say what the media says. Boop, boop, boop. I'm so sick of the parrots. Please, God, get an exterminator. Lord, help me. Yeah, I just find it really curious. I think, obviously, like, due to all the YouTube channels that are mucking up these cases, no duh. First of all, no duh. They're not going to tell you the information. And no duh, then they're not going to give you fully accurate information right away. Again, because YouTube channels who don't have any respect or composure or etiquette or any of it, none of it, they muck it up and they don't care. They do it for views. Like, that's cool with them. It's a real case with real people. But they don't care because it's YouTube views, and they might get like that $40 paycheck. Oh, great. That's awesome. Yeah, I do think they were messing with him though when they were pulling him over. I think that's amazing. I think they were like playing cat and mouse with him or trying to slow him down because people are like, the FBI was telling them to stop him. I don't know about that. I think that they were just messing with him because the dude says, we don't have any cruisers, only the FBI drives those. Again, pay attention to the small details. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit the like. You guys are amazing, genuinely. 99.999% of you are just the best. Seriously. So when dealing with certain mental struggles, many things can be comorbid, right? For example, autism and ADD. When you have someone with autism, it can be coupled with ADD. So when there is like neurological problems, that can be comorbid. Okay? So along with the struggles that this person supposedly had already, they're going to be dealing with those issues. And plus, then there was the eating problem. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate your kind words. And mixed with this antisocial personality, to me, that's like a ticking thing that you should have heard already. Like, again, parents, check in with your kids. Sit down with them. Like, really ask them, how's your day? Look at their homework. Go over the questions. Like, hang out with your kids. Get to know them. People got to work. I get that. But please, it would save us from a lot of these problems. I'm pretty sure. Maybe he could have gotten help. Maybe he could have really done something with his life. Maybe he could have used his genius brain to change the world. But now he did that. Like, great, dude. You could have been the next dude to, like, really break something or do something significant. But you blew it. You blew it. So, I wonder, could there be someone helping out in this circumstance? I don't know. I think it's a possibility. Remember, these are just my thoughts, guys. I've been watching this whole thing unfold. I've been watching it since the start. And genuinely, it's a doozy. Like, talk about a doozy. That's a doozy. So, yeah, I just feel like that should have been a little bit obvious. Apparently, as they got older, they were insecure. They're really being rude to friends. Like, it sounds like road rage to me, just saying. Or someone withdrawing. And withdrawing, you're going to be the biggest douchebag ever. There's no more vulnerable moment in life than you are experience withdrawal. Nothing else in life compares to that moment. And that dude, I bet you were mad. I bet you were so mad, dude. Nobody likes that. Has anybody here experienced it? Because I know that you probably are like, yeah, damn. That hurts. Like, so I don't know. To me, sounds like a little roid rage or a little withdrawal, just saying. And again, my thoughts. Okay? Not, 100%, but look at these. Oh my goodness. There's just so many red flags in like the first 5 seconds. So many red flags. Like, how did it get to this point? How did it get to that point, right? How was this dude by the house 12 times? You best believe. When I was followed for like over 6 years, I knew. I knew if that person was checking. I knew if they were around. I felt it. I felt it in my bones, in my skin. When they would be around, I would feel them coming. I knew it. Like I would know, right? That's what it's like. So did they know? Like, did they see this dude being around them 14, 15 times? So close that he connected to the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi, that he's at your window, dude. At your window. If this wasn't a real life circumstance, it would be the best. Like, I know what you did last summer. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being so amazing to one another. Please hit that like. I really appreciate it. I really try not to speak on these things unless I feel like I have input, right? That matters. And when you, like I said, go through certain experiences, or you had a loved one who dealt with addiction, who you really cared about, like, yeah, you learn a thing or two. That's all. You really do. So I could see him being so rude to his friends. Insecurity, withdrawal, struggles, mental illness, neurological something. Not diagnosing, just possibilities. Don't worry about that, okay? Again, I feel like Harsh Reality and Cinema Shogun and others have done so good at covering this. Why are they saying there's no prior connection? Because they're lying to you. They're lying to you. They're lying to you, right? Why do you think the cops will tell you the truth? Why do you think they will do this? Why? Why do people still trust cops? Listen, okay, calm down. If there's a problem, like, and you absolutely need the 5-0, you do that, right? Like, sure, trust them, sure. Right? But I don't know, maybe living in Michigan for a bit taught me that you just handle something. You just handle it yourself unless you absolutely have to, right? Just saying. Okay. We have a little bit more to go. Thank you for sticking with me. How is there no prior connection? There probably is. They're probably hiding it from us. There's a whole nother roommate that we haven't heard jack about. Where's she at? Where's she at? Because we thought the two were on the first floor, and now Dylan was on the second with Xana and Ethan. Like, what? What? Since when? Just very strange. Oh, by the way, he probably needs like heavy dose of help for the neurological stuff. Mom and dad, like, why didn't you help him? Why didn't you help him? Why didn't you get him on some? He sounds like he could be schizophrenic. The man said he was seeing things. He was hearing things. Audio illusions. Delusions. Why was there no one helping him? And this isn't me like saying suspect, oh, boo-hoo. No. But you could have possibly changed the course of all of this. We're supposed to be more educated now than ever. We're supposed to understand mental health now more than ever. But nobody wants to actually pay attention to that. Nobody wants to actually be nice to one another. You know, my family member went out earlier and they just needed help with something. And the woman snapped on them. Snapped on them so hard. It's like, man, why are you so uptight? Like, why is everybody so high strung? This person just needed help. Jeez. And did he act alone? What do you guys think? This suspect is a total butthole. I'm like, with the new YT guidelines, even that one is going to get me in trouble. Total fart bag. Total duty head. Did he act alone? I don't know. I think there could have been someone letting them know when certain people were there. Could it be something connected to the poor person that lived there before and had a terrible circumstance become of their life because of bullying? Who knows? But the ripple effect is far and wide, and he doesn't even know it yet. And being vegetarian, you guys, oh gosh, okay, vegan, because it matters, and they will be like, oh my god, it's vegan. Listen, I was vegetarian for like 15 years, a long time, until I was having the king, and then I was like, burgers, okay? Just what happened. So I understand when people are like, no, I don't want to use that dish. Like, please, can we just use other things? Like, that's really not that big of a deal. They're trying to be like, oh my gosh, yes, he could have had eating issues, but genuinely asking for different dishes, no big deal. Totally normal. People would do it all the time. vegans are picky. They don't want the blood, right? So here's the thing about the whole the thing. What is it called? A sheaf? The sheaf, okay? So it's a leather sheaf. Everybody's like, they're not vegetarian. It was a leather sheaf. And I'm like, calm down, okay? Or they're not vegan. When I was vegetarian and I still had stuff that was like from before being vegetarian that were sacred to me, that mattered to me, that I kept. So maybe this was not the fact about him being vegan. Like, some people don't make it their entire identity. Believe it or not, like, I was the vegetarian that didn't tell people. Like, I wasn't like, everybody needs to know, hello, look at me doing this act of kindness for the world. Pat me on the back. No, it's a freaking diet choice. Shut up. Move along. Stop it. Stop it. Now everybody's going to be like, Daisy was hypnotizing us. Okay. That's not so, strange to me. That happens. I think that the sheep, whatever, could still be theirs, could still absolutely belong to them. Never know. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being so kind to one another, too. It really does matter to me. We spoke about certain things with boomsticks. Please call them boomsticks. But listen, America's not going to get rid of their boomsticks. They love them. So we have to sort out some type of conclusion for that. And everybody's got to get along and play nice. Like, I don't care what team you're on, right? Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, that needs sorted as well. Yeah, like I said, thank you for joining me. I know this is a bit earlier than I normally would stream, but I'm pretty sure the king is about walking in that door. So let me double check if there's anything else. Yes, I was reading my notes. I'm so sorry if that bothers some of you. But listen, I am like a grandma, okay? Just let me be grandma. By the way, I've been watching Dexter's Lab, and I don't know if you guys watched that cartoon, but OMG, amazeballs. Started off with a freaking portal in the very first episode. I was like, I love it. It's amazing. So if you've ever seen Dexter's Lab, let me know. Do you guys think that this dude is smart? People have claimed to hear him self-soothing. Here's the thing. I don't think he would ever, like, let his guard down in front of other people. I doubt it. Maybe when he's alone, he's like, what did I do? Or this is going to be fine. Like, I don't doubt that because people with neurological disorders sometimes talk to themselves, and even everyday people, right? People who don't struggle with disorders talk to themselves. So this, again, color me shocked. No. Boring. Next. I don't think he would show any sign of weakness at this point. I think, yeah, like I said, who knows? Maybe he got himself involved to get himself off. That's how I see it right now. I don't know. It feels sus to me. The whole thing is strange. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for being so amazing. I really do appreciate it. Let's look at a couple more paintings and then I'll let you go. But I want to just like talk about it real quick because, like I said, I just haven't talked about it. And also, if you guys missed the member moment in the beginning of the stream, let's just take another one real quick. Thank you so much, members. Like, genuinely, you are my heart. You are the coal that makes this train roll. And I couldn't do it without you guys. Like, I got to reunite with my student because of your help. I missed him so much. And you don't understand. I've been helping him for 7 years. This matters to me. His progress matters to me. And the fact that you were able to assist in that, just thank you, members. Like, you have no idea. You've created miracles. And you helped me have hope in humanity. Genuinely. I hope that was a very, I hope that it somewhat shows how appreciative I am because I know I never could. So if you are a member, by the way, just so you know, if you're in the first tier, you get a free small painting. So let me know if you want one. And if you're in the second tier, you get a medium free painting. And then, of course, if you're paying that, the last one, then you would get a large. And by the way, like, holy cow, what a deal is that, right? It's a freaking steal deal. And also, no pressure ever. Like, please just window shop. Just window shop. If you want to go to Dame Bon Daisy Art on Insta, just window shop. Like, that's really cool, right? Let me show you. This one is one of my favorites ever. It's signed by Neil Gaiman. Yeah, see, I really appreciate you guys who are here no matter what. Like, you're just hanging out because you want to hear what I have to say, or you just like hanging out, it really means a lot. And, you know, not everyone is going to be kind, and I know that. And so for those of you who are just extra kind, and, you know, your kind words always outweigh the negative by 1,000%, just so you know. Stay awake, stay aware, please stay well. Thank you so, so much again to my members. And like I said, check out those channels like Harsh and Cinema Shogun. They are so good. They're so kind. They do a really great job of uncovering it. I hear the king, and I'm going to do it. Beat you again. No donations. Love you. Okay, bye.